Hi there, I'm Heidi Swapp. Welcome to Create to Remember. Today I want to show you how to make something like a really special gift out of something very ordinary. This last few months, as we've been getting the kids ready to go back to school, I find myself, and I don't know, I think a lot of us just love the school supply aisle. Don't you just love to go through and buy all the new, clean school supplies? And, you know, normally, I don't know, I had to really, steer clear of the One Direction folders and notebooks. And when I dug past the kitties and the skateboarding stuff and the Taylor Swift notebooks, I found what I was looking for. Plain craft colored notebooks. And I found this actually at Walmart. So they do have lined paper in them, just basic lined paper. And I actually thought that it would be nice to make a little thoughtful gift for my kids' teachers, because frankly, I've got to get on their good side early, right? So what I've done, and I'm just going to show you, to go from this to this with a stencil just takes a few minutes. And so I'm just going to kind of show you exactly what I did here. I did use one of my 6x6 stencils that is available around. You can find them in all places. And this one is the lattice stencil that I've used in the background here. And normally people think, I'm just going to go ahead and spray right over these stencils with the Color Magic or the Color Shine, I mean. But I'm going to show you an alternative that kind of, instead of having to cover the entire surface, you can kind of be a little bit more choosy where you're going to stencil. And then I went in and I embellished with some of my new Color Magic items that I'm going to show you. And I used some of my new colors and techniques. So with a little stamping and some fun techniques, you can make this too really easily. So what you're going to need is some just regular plain white acrylic paint. This one, it looks like I got from probably Hobby Lobby. And I actually really like this one because it's kind of, it doesn't say this, it doesn't say anything special, but it kind of dries a little bit more glossy. Okay, so I just put down a little teeny bit, and I'm going to put down one more dab. And then what I'm going to use is my mint green Color Shine. This is the original mint green color, which is a really super intense color. I'm going to shake it, and you want to shake it until you hear the ball doing its work. And then I'm just going to spray it right over the acrylic paint. And then I'm using the Sweet Cherry. And I'm going to spray that right, oh, it looks like I've got, hopefully you've seen in my shows before where I kind of have to clean out the nozzle head with a little bit of Windex, because sometimes the Color Shine will just dry right there in the nozzle and then it will spray better. So that is a good tip. All right, then I also have here some makeup sponges, triangle makeup sponges. These I just pick up from like Walgreens or Walmart or Target or wherever. And I'm going to go ahead and mix up the color. And they're cheap, and so unless you're in Germany, I was actually just in Germany and I had a hard time finding them, so you Germans are going to have to figure out another solution. But anyway, these are normally pretty easy to find. So what I'm going to do is lay down my stencil, and I'm going to kind of just do what I like to call selective stenciling. And so what I mean by that is I'm not just going to stencil the whole entire surface. I'm going to kind of choose, I'm going to do it over here on this side. And maybe I'm going to do a couple up here, just a little bit here and there. Stencil that on. All right, that's good. So let me show you what we've got so far. I'll hold it up. So we've just got a little bit here and there. You can see that it has, mixing that with the white paint gives me so many more options, because normally it comes out such a dark, dark color. But when I mix it, I can really downplay that color and get this beautiful pastel look. But now maybe I want to add some of the pink tones in. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to lay my stencil back down. And luckily, this is a great stencil for, that kind of repositioning. I'm going to go in, I'm going to add some pink here. And you know, if you even blend a little bit of the pink onto the mint green, you get kind of a cool color too. So I'll just kind of mix it over here again, just kind of wherever you want it. All right, so now you can see that, again, I don't have to cover the whole entire thing. I can be a little bit selective about where I place it. I'm going to line this up again. I think I want to do some down here in the corner. Now the other thing that's really fun about this is this technique obviously works for whatever color shine you have, or whatever color shine you like the best, or is going to appeal to the person that you're making the notebook for. So I'm going to heat this just a little bit. When you're using the brightest, you know, the dark colors, like the amethyst and the mint green, the sweet cherry, some of those really dark colors, then you have a lot more vibrancy of the color once you add it to the white paint. All right, so that's kind of dry. And now I might even want to go in just to add, to make it kind of a little bit more of a painterly thing. I'm actually going to add it in here and offset it a little bit. I'm going to go in with just white and offset the pattern just a little bit to kind of play with it. And so you can see how fun that looks when I've overlapped the design and just done it with the white paint. And I can do that down here a little bit too. Again, what I call it is selective stenciling, so that you know, if you went in with your color shine spray, you would probably have to kind of mask off different areas where you want or don't want it to go. And so you have to be kind of careful. All right. So now you can see that I've stenciled. You can see when you look at this one in detail that some of the little lattices I did certain colors, some of them I did other colors, and you can see that there's really a lot of variation in the intensity of the color. I also went in and just did a little bit of edging around the edges to kind of give it a little bit more of a finished look. So I just used the paint mixed in here with my sponge, and just kind of go around the edge really quickly and easily. And you know, that was a really fun thing about finding this cool craft notebook, is that it was so raw and could be anything. You can see here that I went in, once I did the edges, I also went in and added some stamping over the top. And so I love to use the black archival ink from Ranger, and that's what gives you a really nice crisp black image. Here, this is some of the new stamps, the Sentiment Series stamps by Pink Paisley, and I love that really crisp, dark graphic look. And then I just want to talk about some of the items that I added as embellishments. Now, this frame right here is new, and it just came out at CHA Summer, and when you see them, they are just completely white. And they are embossed, and so one side it is embossed and the other side is a debossed look. And so you can kind of decide which side that you like the best for your project. But I want to show you how amazing it just soaks up the color. And because it's this wonderful pressed paper look, the shine just kind of sits right on the top. The other thing that I'm so excited about that is new this summer is the white color shine. And so you can see that here I have sprayed it with the mint green, and it's a really quite a dark green teal color. But see this soft color that I have here that would match a little bit better. You can see that it would match just a little bit better. I can go through and I'm just going to pick up the excess here. I can go in with my white, and as I add the white to it, it will just scale back that color and give me a color that's a little bit more in line with this more soft green color that I have achieved when I've mixed in the color. So that will look really fun. One of the things that I like to do, and so just to give you, I've layered a piece of vellum behind that frame, and that made it easy for me to layer my new Color Magic alphabet and some of my other letter stickers and other embellishments on top. But one of the things that I've noticed that I really love to do with this little frame is, like I said, to layer a little bit of vellum behind it and make somewhat of a window. So I have a couple examples here. This one is from a memory file that I have created, and I've used this larger Color Magic frame, and I've actually used the debossed side, which gives it a really different look. And when I sprayed it with the tinsel color shine, you can just see, hopefully you can just see that really beautiful shine finish that it has when I move it maybe a little bit in the light. But I kind of scratched up the edges, and as it dried, it gave it a little bit more dimension. But you can see that behind there, I have layered a piece of vellum, and that has really kind of given me a cool thing that I can write on and lay my embellishments on. This other example, this is a thank you card that I have created for a friend, and here inside the frame, I added a piece of vellum, so it looks really cool because I have all these different layers going on. But I was able to use my permanent Zig journaling pen and write right on the vellum, and so it's really a fun little journaling window that fits great inside my card. So there's lots of different ways that you can use these frames. They're absolutely beautiful with the color shine. So whether you are making a memory file or a thank you card that all is very color coordinated, or you're turning a very dull notebook into something really extraordinary, reach for your stencils, reach for your color shine, and make pretty stuff.